Hey, I didn't know my my monitor, my camera was behind me when I first started this video. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do with it. But I just had something on my mind and heart for the last couple of things, last couple of days, and I just wanted to sort of just say a quick thing about it. I was watching TV the other day, and some of the stuff that I've come across with these political issues and the situation with the Clintons and her affiliation with what is it called? Her affiliation with the movie industry and backing Stan Lee. Now, of course, I grew up as a comic book loving kid, just like any red blooded American. But I know they made a comeback, but there's this thing about Peter Paul or something, whatever his name is, and so she commissioned them or got some money, gave them some money to get started, got in the movies house. So this affiliation with the movie industry directly related to the government, any kind of government officials who can manipulate it, is what is the definition of propaganda. Okay, so with that being said, I was watching television. I was watching the Flavor Flav show, which I just happened to turn on the TV. It's always on. Can't miss any of that show. But there's this there was this new movie that was coming out that's called Never Back Down, and it's a fight movie, and it's supposed to be this this guy who teaches this kid how never to back down, and so like the titles of that are so, what do they call that, loaded, I mean, you know considering like if there is an affiliation, which obviously there is from the Clinton kind of thing, that they would use the movie industry and propaganda. And again, the government has a right to do that. I mean, Al Gore made a movie and won a Academy Award for it. They have a right to make a movie just like anybody else, and anybody has a right to make a movie about anything they like to make a movie about. But I just would like you guys to be aware of the type of movies that are being made and the message that it's in. So Never Back Down, and I thought about Robert Colbert is his name. Funny, talented, extraordinary guy, right? But extraordinary in the sense, what I gain ultimate respect for him is like he went to the Bush roast and like totally torched Bush right in front of his face. He said, no matter what happens, he says, I like Bush because he sticks to his goals. The things that he said on Monday is the same that will be the same as he said on Friday, regardless of what happens Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So basically, he said this guy is clueless. He's unresponsive to the environment and the dynamic environment around him. So I really respect it, and I think he has a lot of courage because I wouldn't even say that to those kind of people of power. But he really put him in his place without a smile. I mean, he put him in. I was like, how did he get in? It was great. I love the expression on Bush's face. He didn't smile not one bit. It was so funny it wasn't funny, But really, it's this attitude of never back down, regardless of how bad you screwing up. Just be right, just be stubborn, be ignorant. Just keep going until you dig yourself into a hole in the ground, and that's usually what happens when you get involved in situations that you shouldn't be in. But you know, and then too stupid to turn around. I'm not going to say stupid because they know what they're doing. Too ignorant, belligerent to turn around and say that, hey, we fucked up. You know, excuse my language. You know, but so you know, I thought about this when I saw this movie titled "Never Back Down." No matter how stupid it is, you never break back down. You know, so it just, you know, that's you know, that's how they keep, you know, the arrogance. You know, it's like everybody is allowed to make mistakes, but you know, it's the damn fool that says, okay, I know I'm wrong, but I'm just not gonna turn around just to be, you know, and I'll be wrong until it gets right. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know, so so my point is that there's other movies that are along the same vein, like DoomsDay. And I wouldn't go see Terminator 3 because it, you know, I saw one clip of them blowing up the earth. And my point is don't blow up my freaking planet. You know, I don't want to see those kind of movies, you know. Not even for pretend, you know. Don't blow up my planet. And I didn't say anything about Cloverfield. But I don't want to see another movie of them destroying New York and basically cutting off the head of liberty. What kind of visual image does that send? Fuck liberty? You know, your liberty days are gone? You know? Excuse me. But, you know, that's my point. Is like, you know, I'm just saying, be mindful of these movies that you pay the box office to see. You know, it's like, you know, send a message back to them. It's like, no, don't blow up my planet. I don't want a doomsday. And I don't, you know, how many people are, when they saw the, don't blow up New York, how many people, when they saw the World Trade Center, said to themselves, you know what, this is a rerun. I don't want to see this. Change the channel. It's like we already seen this before. You know, it's like, you know, there's such mental conditioning to different situations through the movies that, you know, we become completely unsensitized to when something actually happens in real life. So don't show me anything of my planet, because I want to be on my freaking P's and Q's when you don't do your job. You know, it's a darn shame that somebody can grab some airplanes, walk in the system, and with all the radar and the high technology you say you have, and that you can't do, you know, you can't, you know, protect the American people. Yet you say that you're doing all this stuff to protect the American people and plunging us into war. Obviously, rich people do not know what they're doing. Okay? And on that note, Bush just okayed a whole bunch of tax extensions so that they can tax us more, rich people, and that they can get this so much power that they can think they can do anything and say anything and it's okay. Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's Spencer's problem. When you get so rich, when you think you're just above any old thing. So that's my point, y'all, is, you know, stop blowing up stop all this, you know, be mindful of the movies that these guys make and the things that they are doing. And so, you know, I refuse to support, again, it's a catch-22 for me because I am also a filmmaker and an animator, but you have to be responsible and be mindful what messages that the propaganda is almost like a Nazi machine, you know. I mean, they did the same thing before. So that's my point. All right. I can't help but use the last 35 seconds. Like I say, you know, it's a catch-22 because I do movies too. So, and I'm mindful of what movies I do. You know, I like to work for good clients that are doing the right thing. I haven't always been perfect, But just be mindful, y'all. Be mindful who you give your, what is it, $13 a ticket now, $8.